dance for joy or lust or anger.
So welcome to Sensible Secondhand Classics, the show where we look at sensible cars, or in this case not very sensible cars, you can buy that are over 15 years old for a budget of between £1,000 and £5,000. This is a 2005 Jaguar XJ8 Sport Premium, and how do I put this? It's most agreeable. So the X350 shape of Jaguar XJ came out in 2003. It's one of the first cars of its type to use a lot of aluminium in the construction of the car, which made it a lot lighter, although at least that was the theory. It's like a very heavy car to me. But the styling is very nice. I think it was probably criticised at the time for looking a little bit on the old-fashioned side. But I think actually these days it's pretty handsome. It's very classic Jaguar. And it certainly feels like there's plenty of power from this 3.5 litre V8 engine. Certainly I don't feel in any way like I need to go up in the model range to the 4.2 litre V8, although that was available along with a range of other engines, starting with a 3 litre V6 which generated around 237 horsepower. This engine about 261 horsepower. The other two, 296 horsepower for the 4.2 without the supercharger, and then right at the top the supercharged 4.2 V8 with 395 horsepower, the absolute pinnacle of luxury and performance. There are also some diesels available, but as usual, due to controversial government legislation and all kinds of other reasons, we don't talk about diesels on this channel. So here we are, viewers, going along through the Warwickshire countryside, and very much enjoying ourselves in the process. You could get this car with adjustable suspension as well. I'm not sure if this particular car has that fitted, but you could get that. The CAT system, certainly in comparison with the X300 Jaguar XJ that I did on Sensible Secondhand Classics last year, this feels very different. It feels altogether more modern. So you just sit much higher up. The controls are far less confusing, and actually the refinement, if anything, is even better in this particular car. Don't get me wrong, I love the things like the X300 and the X308, but this X350, or later with the facelifted version, the X358, just feels that little bit better in terms of keeping the noise out and things. Although, to be honest, I'd be happy with any of these if you are of the sort of sports stroke luxury persuasion. It's just really strange that you can get these cars for really not much money at all. One of these in this sort of conditions worth around £4,000 to £5,000. You can get them for even less if you look at an early 6-cylinder model. Well, viewers, here we are, back at Jaguar's Garage Cafe at Kyneton, which isn't too far from where Gonzalo owns this car lives. I do like the design of this car. I think it's a very nice evolution from things like the X300 and X308 that came before. I think it's a physically bigger car than either of those, but there is a lot more space in this. It is physically a lot larger, and wow, it does actually feel, for something like this, remarkably easy to drive. It's very, very easy. Just as well you've got the all-round parking sensors, because placing this in a tight car park might be a little bit of a problem. This is the Sport Premium model, so we haven't got masses and masses of chrome on the outside. We've got, you know, enough, but haven't got absolutely sort of loads of it. It just says XJ8, there's no sort of sport or premium badges or anything like that. I've got twin exhausts, which is nice. Let's put the key in my pocket so I don't lose anything. Boot in here is not as big as something like a Mercedes S-Class. It looks to me a little on the shallow side. If we just sort of move this out of the way, we'll see what we've got underneath the carpet here. Ooh, the answer is an enormous battery. That's a huge battery. And full-size alloy spare. Wow, no canisters of mousse or anything around here. Gonzalo very wisely has got some screen wash and also extra fuel. Yes, 25 miles per gallon is the order of the day. And also we've got a Jaguar extra CD changer, and that'll be for the sat nav, that DVD ROM thing there. There we are. So this is the standard wheelbase. I think this one is. I mean, this is the standard wheelbase. The long wheelbase one, I'm not sure you really need it. I mean, maybe my seat's a bit too far forward or something, but compared with a standard X300, there's absolutely loads of space in there. There's loads of leg room, loads of headroom, individual climate control vents. It's weird, does that cap come off? Yes, it does. There's the 12-volt socket in there. Do you get another 12-volt socket? Yes, you do. So if you've got two 12-volt sockets, why have they got different caps on them? Answers in the comment section below. But you do have an enormous, big armrest. Look at the size of this. Yep, cup holders, holders for all sorts of things. I mean, we're almost like secret mission documents and all kind of stuff in here. Wow, don't know what else you want to put in here, but it's all there, and that feels pretty good. Obviously we've got wood inserts, which is nice, even in this sport trim. Later on you could get aluminium inserts, but that was only on the X358, which were the facelifted models. Electric windows, of course. We've still got individual ashtrays for either side. Maybe if you were John Prescott back in the day, then that's what you would be needing when you were in the back of your Jaguar. Little place there to put, I don't know what, actually it's not little at all. You can put secret mission documents in there if you want. In fact, let's get out the secret mission documents and see if they actually fit in the back. I mean, they fit nicely in there. It'd fit about there as well. That's very good views. So we're doing very well. Like a lot of older Jaguars, this headlining is sagging a little bit. It's not too bad actually at the moment. It's nowhere near brushing my head. I mean, there's so much more headroom in this anyway. Do we have damped grab handles? Yes, viewers, we do have damped grab handles. This car is getting just more and more agreeable as we look at it in more detail. I'm very happy to have had the opportunity to have a go. One thing that's slightly letting the side down is actually this keyhole here, and we'll have a look at that in a little while, actually right now, because you can see we've got another one here, and I think, to be honest, that dates from Ford's ownership of Jaguar around this time, and they're similar keys to things like a Mark II Mondeo in terms of the blade, not the key itself. And if I get the right key out of here, don't need that one, this one, here we go, that is the key for this car. All fine so far. Little big cat here, little big cat, but look at that key blade. Yes, that's what I mean. Very, very sort of 90s Ford. Mind you, a lot of the bits in here are not 90s Ford. We've got things like front heated windscreen control, which doesn't look like it, but that obviously is taken from Ford. Who had that as a patent feature for a long time. Got heated seats, of course. There were ventilated seats available actually on the X358 facelifted one. We've still got a tape player in here, but we have also got the CD changer, which we've seen in the boot. This does have sat nav, although I'm not I'm not really sure if it would be too useful. This is a 2005 car, and so that's maybe not the most useful thing, but never mind. We do have an actual proper sort of analog clock in here, which is very, very nice. Here's the J gate, and this is a sport mode, but as far as I know, I have tried that and it didn't really do very much at all, which is a bit of a shame. Have these controls here. We've got things like a voice commands. We've got up and down for the volume. Up and down for volume here as well, and we've got electric pedals. Oh yes, and an electric steering column. It's one of the only cars I've ever driven with electric pedal adjustment. Just more and more luxury as we go on. Then we've got here valet mode. Do not touch that button, as I found out. Do not touch the valet button. It just gets annoying, and trying to fix that problem is, yeah, it's not great. I don't recommend you do that. Got climate control, of course, here. We'll switch the car on in a second so we can a bit more. I think that's Bluetooth as well, early Bluetooth implementation. We can open up the glove box here, because we're not in valet mode anymore. Yes. Very nice, viewers. So, just close the door because it's starting to rain slightly outside. We've got power folding mirrors, 4 electric windows, of course. Also got a little place for Gonzalo to put his pass. There he is, a little pass there. Got here the front and rear fog lamps. Cruise control is there. Automatic wipers, automatic lights. And if we look in the centre here, we've got a big armrest. Oh, that's a nice action to put up. Oh, wow, you can have that in 2 different places. You can pull that forward if you want, but that's exposed to cup holders. All kinds of bits in there. I'll have to work out how to put that back in a moment. There we are, viewers. I've managed to put that back. And it says R in here, although this is a Sport Premium. I wonder if this has had an interior upgrade. Little place in here to put sunglasses. That's very handy. That's for turning off parking sensors, and the lights are just up here. Right, I suppose you better brave the elements and see if we can go and have a look at the engine. Well, first we do need to have a look at this centre screen. There we are, viewers. Jaguar logo. We've got a menu here. Goodness me. Well, I mean, we can try the volume preset. That'll be interesting. All kind of stuff here. Navigation. Yeah, well, we've got the engine on at the moment, so we're okay with that. Yeah, there we are. Jilk's Garage near Kyneton. That was exciting. Climate. Ignition off, no AC available. Well, if we just switch hands here and let's go to climate control, there we go. So ignition is on. So we've got dual zone and all this sort of stuff, but then you can just operate it from down here. So yeah, I don't know why you sort of need that, but I think, as you can see, if you need to change different modes on here, then you do actually need to have that on. It is quite a basic system on here. It's not really, you know, that advanced or anything. Also got a telephone. This system does not have a phone fitted, so it's not even a Bluetooth system. Ah, viewers, never mind. Let's have a look at the engine then. There we are, viewers. 3.5 litre V8 generating 261 horsepower. So you can see we've just got massive plastic covers over here. There's not really a whole lot to say. I mean, we can see the ABS pump. It actually says XJS on there. Does that mean that comes out of the XJS as well? I don't know. Answer in the comment section below. But yeah, everything's covered up with these plastic covers, so I don't really have much to say. The oil is right at the back there for some reason. One thing I have found out from Gonzalo is that the air suspension on these can be a little bit problematic. This one you can't adjust the air suspension, it's just the way that it is. So I was right, this car doesn't have adjustable suspension. Some of them presumably do. But yes, that is it's very nice views. There's even a little place here we open up and put in the washer fluid. Right, time to go for another drive, I think. Lloyd Vehicle Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below. Just going along here at about 45 miles an hour, the engine just does not feel stressed at all. It's funny that this 3.5 litre really wasn't actually that popular. In fact, it didn't make it to the X358 facelift, which occurred around 2007. But I like this. I like this very much, viewers. Here we are in this beautifully appointed cabin with wood and leather and heated seats. We've even got like a touch screen in here and all kinds of other exciting things. It's still got the classic J-gate in here. What happens, viewers, if I press this sport button? Not very much, apparently. Doesn't seem to do very much at all. Yeah. Nothing. Let's turn that off. I think the gearbox ratio slightly changed or something. I mean, if I want to take manual control, I can just slide it over here, like you always could do in the older Jaguars, and you could, you know, just change the gears down. In fact, why don't we go down from, so we're in fifth, go to fourth, third, second. Oh, no, we want second. That's going to cause switch engine braking. Let's just slide down to fifth. There we go. I think this is a 5-speed gearbox. Actually, it could be a 6. Answer in the comment section below. I should have done my research properly, shouldn't I? Brakes feel very good for such a big car. My gosh, they feel good. Yeah, I've just realised that it's actually a 6-speed auto. That's what it is. Whoever said that Sensible Secondhand Classics was in any way competent about anything. But I'm afraid, viewers, I don't really care, because I am having an absolute blast in this Jag. And James Martin's driven one of these on his channel, JM on Cars, and he really enjoyed it. I'm not even 40 yet, viewers, although it feels like I've been, you know, over 40 for quite some time. But I think I really like this. I shouldn't really. There's loads of reasons why this is totally impractical and stupid and all kinds of things, but this is just an absolute and utter joy to drive. It's really, really comfortable. It's actually very easy to drive. You are aware of the size of this, and I've been told by Gonzalo, the owner of this car, that the parking sensors don't work very well, rather like in my Renault 45 V6. But still, I'm having a most agreeable time, and I cannot believe that prices of these cars start from about £2,000. We're stretching the envelope possibly with this, because these were made until 2009, not 2007. But obviously, if we concentrate just on the pre-facelift ones like this, then we are within Sensible Secondhand Classics territory. And I just can't believe this. Yeah, you can buy these for about £2,000. A friend of James Martin's, that you might have seen on his channel, did buy one of these for, I think, even less than that, and he's had it for quite a while, and he really likes it. And well, I don't blame him. I don't really need to go any faster than this. This is more than enough power. I'd be happy personally with the 6-cylinder version of this. but it's nice to know it's there if you need it for overtaking or anything like that, and that's fine. The ride is really, really good, and I think this is an electric steering system. This car certainly feels like it's not got the most feel, but actually you can place it surprisingly accurately through these kind of sweeping corners. You can place it okay. There's not the most amount of feel, but I wasn't really expecting that in a car like this. Viewers, I thought I was going to like this car, and unfortunately I like it even more than I expected. Right, I'm going to have to go and give this back now, aren't I? So viewers, the X350 type of Jaguar XJ saloon, is this something that you should consider for your hard-earned budget of between £1,000 and £5,000 as a sensible second-hand classic? Well, it is one complicated car. The number of buttons that you would have seen on the interior will suggest that to you. And yes, if you've got air suspension and things like that, even if it's non-adjustable in this car, that could cause some problems. Though today this seems okay. The trim levels available were Executive, Portfolio, the SE, the Sovereign, the Sport Premium like this one, and then you can actually get a Daimler version of this car. Now, depending on what model year it is, it's either a Super 8 or a Super V8. I have seen one of those before, viewers, and yes, we will be very happy to drive one of those at some point. The trim badges you could get, I mean, you can get this as an XJ6, XJ8 or an XJR. In fact, actually there are lower models that don't have even trim designation, but it's called XJ6, which is good. Well, I've certainly enjoyed my time with this car. I've actually been thinking, especially during the driving section, can I really justify having one of these? But the answer, unfortunately, viewers, is no. I'm not sure my lady wife will really let me get away with this, unfortunately. It's a little bit too big for her to drive, I think, which is a shame. But anyway, thank you ever so much indeed for watching this episode of Sensible Secondhand Classics. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. And we will see you again soon for more luxurious motoring.